All right, I wanted to finish up this free response question that we did last Wednesday and we ran out of time. So this is part D. We definitely need our calculator for this. So this problem tells us the density of bacteria in the petri dish for R is between 1 and 4 inclusive is modeled by the function g defined by g of R right here. For what value of k, where k is between 1 and 4, is g of k equal to the average value of g of R on the interval from 1 to 4 inclusive? So the very first thing we need to do is calculate the average value of g of R. So if you want to pause the video to do that, again, just use your calculator or follow along. Remember, we need 1 over 4 minus 1 times the integral from 1 to 4. And we could just write this as g of R dr. Then we're just going to type that into our calculator. So we're going to get 1/3 times. And if you want to do this very carefully, this is what you're going to type in for our function. You could use R, just make sure you put an R after the D, or you could just use X. But this should turn out to be, just for the value of the integral from 1 to 4, 29 we'll just say 627. So when we multiply that by 1/3 and we round this, we'll get 9.876. So just for doing this, you get 1 point for setting up the calculation to find the average value. And then you get 1 point for this answer. So that's not too bad. The next part now is we want to know where is g of k equal to this. So g of k is just going to be all of this, just with a k here. But again, we can use x, but we're going to use not the solve feature. You could try it, but you get some weird answers here. So let's go to a graph. So the first function we're going to graph is, we'll just call it g of x. So you're just going to type in at the top 2 minus 16. And again, watch your parentheses, cosine of 1.57. Now here we have no choice. We have to use an x for the calculator to be able to graph this. And we want to cube that. Once you have that graphed, then you're just going to type in g of x is equal to 9.876. And then change your y max value in your window settings to about 15. And then find the point of intersection. So just making a quick sketch of this. You should get something that looks like this here, and then you have your horizontal line going across. Now remember, we have to be between 1 and 4, so that's actually going to happen right here. So if you find that x value, you should be getting a 2.497 and then the 9.876. So this is the value we're looking at. So it's when k is equal to 2.497, and you get the third point from that.